We'll get to Saquon in just a second, but first, check this out, guys. Some high school basketball. Huntington Prep junior guard Jimmy Gatwick doing the under both legs dunk during a game.
I think we got to call this the Gatwick now. First guy to ever do it in a game, he gets to name it. That's how the rules work, see? Official charter of how dunks are named. I read the bylaws this morning.
Yeah.
That's now the Gatwick.
Or if you have your own show, you can just make up stuff. That's how it goes.
From now on, Jenna, call that the Gatwick.
That is the Gatwick. NFL training camp underway.
That Gatwick.
Cardinals air raid offense. Kyler Murray to Fitzy for the one-handed catch while falling out of bounds.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your
Mr.
nephew,
Smart,
see?
go ahead.
I really do think...
Spicy mouth. Go ahead. Put something on.
I think he got 2 feet in.
Let's bet 100 on it.
Okay, sold.
Oh, that one's right there. That's on the line. That left foot's on the line.
Listen, after the show, Dusty, we'll slow it down and zoom in.
We got $100 on this
$100
one.
in?
That back foot is in.
What? I'm saying he's in.
It's on the line. Look. Oh, it's on the line. Let's go.
Oh, man.
You guys.
On the chalk, man. I saw the powder come up.
No powder.
No, this is side.
What are you talking about?
On to the Cleveland Browns now.
Baseball.
OBJ with a catch of his own. He was
This
in
is great,
here.
man.
Showed everyone the ball, too.
1 foot,
Look,
2
look,
foot,
I gotta
1 knee,
look,
2
there's the
knee.
ball.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't open. This wasn't no great route. This is Baker Mayfield putting in the only spot where OBJ, then the concentration at the end. We're going to see plenty of this. Competitive practices. The Browns have a very good secondary, have a good defense. Baker Mayfield and OBJ.
You want to play in or out?
Yeah, since we're friends.
Okay, we are friends. You know who else is friends? The guy we're going to talk about with his head coach, Aaron Rodgers, entering his 12th year as the Packers starter. And for the first time, Mike McCarthy won't be on the sidelines. Matt LaFleur is one of 6 first-year head coaches across the league. CC, you in or out on LaFleur being the rookie head coach best set up for success this season?
I wouldn't say he's in a good situation, but I wouldn't say set up the best. I got to be out because I believe Freddie Kitchens. I believe that John Dorsey believes in him, and I believe they're going to be patient, and he's got a year of already working out the kinks with Baker. Man, with Aaron, I could see this. Some of these same comments, we're friends, were just like Aaron when he started with Mike McCarthy. Oh, we're buddies. And then, after that wore off, then we saw it end up happening.
But in the beginning, it went really well. And as much as high as I am on the Browns and Baker and Odell and the whole team there, I got to be in on this because he does have Aaron Rodgers. Like, that is, you are all of a sudden starting 7 steps ahead of everyone else when you've got the most talented thrower of the football in NFL history, not named Pat Mahomes, as your quarterback. You got to be in on that. So I'm with Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers this year.
All right, yesterday, Giants second-year running back Saquon Barkley received MVP chance at training camp. In the last 12 years, just 1 running back has won MVP. Nick, you in or out on Saquon being a legit MVP candidate this season?
I love Saquon, but I got to be out. That one running back who won MVP was Adrian Peterson, coming off a torn ACL, who ran for 2,000 yards, and in the final game of the year, ran his team into the postseason. That's how he won the MVP, was because they got to, I think, 10 wins on his back. Yes. I mean, the Giants might win 10 games the next 2 years combined, maybe. But it's tough enough for a running back to win MVP. You can't do it on a team that's not going to be any good. So Saquon could have 2,000 yards, and he might have to. But no, I got to be out.
He's going to have a special season. He's a special football player, even only going into his 2nd year. But the MVP is based on, it's reserved for the quarterbacks. They gave Adrian Peterson, he had a phenomenal season, a little sympathy MVP there. But no, he's not going to be in, and they're going to be losing. When was the last time they gave it to a loser?
Never.
Okay, that's why.
All right. The Steelers have extended Mike Tomlin's contract through 2021. Since Tomlin's first season in 2007, only the Patriots have a better record than they do. See you in or out on Tomlin being the best coach in the AFC other than Bill Belichick?
This is a tough one right here. I'm going to be out because I believe Andy Reid is just a little bit better. Andy Reid's been better in the last couple years. You can see his development with Patty Mahomes. He was right about Patty Mahomes. He don't need to play the first year. We'll give him a little bit at the end of the season. Put him in the lineup. He was a star. That overall development. Andy Reid by a slight margin in his play calling.
I really love Andy Reid as a guy and over the course of the season and his offense, all of that. But you still are nervous if you're rooting for an Andy Reid team and it's close late and the clock comes into play. Mike Tomlin's won a Super Bowl, been to another one, never had a losing season. I got to be in. To me, it's Belichick Belichick, Tomlin, Reed, Harbaugh in the AFC hierarchy. So it's very, very close, but I would go Tomlin ahead of Andy Reid.
All right, on to the Jets now. Le'Veon Bell was impressive and in tip-top shape at training camp. Lev Bell said that he's up for 500 touches if it takes the Jets to the Super Bowl. Nick, you went around on L. Bell picking up where he left off in 2017.
Well, listen, he averages more touches per game than any running back or any player in NFL history, but of course not going to need 500, but I'm in on him picking up where he left off. Listen, he should be fresher, should be as healthy as ever. You said he did something with this conditioning test yesterday that is just remarkable. Ran it with multiple position groups, which I didn't realize how impressive that was, but from a guy who's run them, evidently it's wildly impressive. I think his position have a really good season. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm totally in on L. Bell. I don't believe in the theory when you don't play that you're fresher. I believe that he's fresh for the first month. Then he's going to feel like he did when he was playing. So I don't
fresh.
No, ain't no fresh.
Just
now,
fresh.
He'll be fresh for the first month of the season.
Got it.
And then after that, no freshness, Jenna. But I'm expecting big things from him. He will definitely touch the ball at least 400 times. 375 rushes and at least 75 pass out of the backfield.
Fresh. Recent article said that the Eagles are the most complete team in the NFL. I will. Last season, they were top 10 in the offense and defense, according to Pro Football Focus. Nick, you went around on the Eagles being the most complete team in the league.
Two teams in the two sports we talk about the most that I think are very good, but a little overvalued by the public. The Los Angeles Clippers in the NBA and the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL.
We're not talking NBA today. You just had to slip them on in there.
I just mentioned it. I'm out. I think the Eagles are good. I don't think they're the best, the most complete team in the entire NFL. That's a touch too strong for my liking. So they're a very good team. Philly fans, keep your tweets to yourselves. I'm not saying you can't win the Super Bowl, but you're not the best team in the league. I'm out.
Every team has some type of weakness. Like we talk about, every person has some type of warts. It's a matter of those that can cover them up. The Eagles, can they cover up their linebacking core? Can they cover up their secondary? They don't have as many glaring warts as other football teams, and they got a bunch of stars. They got star power. They got role players. Can they shore up that secondary? That's a huge question. I'm in. I'm in, though. They're talented.
Who is the most complete team in the NFL, in your opinion?
I think the Saints are on very close to the top of that list. I think the Colts.
They need another weapon.
Like you said, nobody's totally complete. I think the Colts.
I had to point out.
I got you. Yeah, I think the Colts could be deadly this year if the back end of their defense is as good as it can.
I'm going to tell you what's deadly. If you're an NFL fan and Nick Wright picks your team.
Take a break. Much more First Things First right after this.
He didn't see that one coming. Uppercut.
Yeah. You're right.
Look at that.
I'm on a bad.